It's 1:30, so I'm going to call the social committee to order. Reminding everyone that this is being recorded. And we do have our quorum. We have 6 of us, so that's good. Or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of us. Whoa. So we're good. Let me see here. Let's do roll call. I am Ann Bills, the co-chair.
Joan Stemig, Carol Chandler,
Tom Eagan, board liaison.
Helene Eichenberger.
Mary Lee Vetter,
Hello, hello.
Lorraine Bloom,
Sandy Bullis, treasurer. Thank you. And on Zoom, we have Bob Hansen, which probably is Joanne, and Marley, and owner, and Sandy Thompson, and Sue Gross. So thank you. Let's see here. Motion to approve the agenda. Lorraine has made copies, and we all have agendas in front of us. Anyone make a motion to move? Okay. And approved. So we are going to move on to our treasurer's report. Sandy?
Okay.
Oh, do you want to do it one more time? Is someone willing to take minutes? Carol, would you mind? Okay. Okay, we'll take that. Thanks, Lorraine. All right. Motion to approve the agenda. Did we do that already? Okay. And second? All right. So moved. Okay, our first mission is the treasurer's report. I'm sorry. Oh, all those in favor of approving the agenda. See, I knew that Tom would get me in line on this. Okay. Say aye. Aye. Thank you. My weak points. Just one of them. Okay, Sandy.
Okay. Treasurer's report for May. We had a deposit of $155 for the potluck taco bar. And we had coffee for 27. We had coffee for 36. The prizes for the annual meeting were $97.75. The taco meat for the taco bar was $159.05. We had ice cream and the birthday cake charges, and Mary Lee bought more gift cards for bingo for scratch pizza. Then we had a deposit of $26 for coffee, $35 for coffee, $55 for the birthday party, another $30 for coffee, and we got the reimbursement from Ebenezer for the Women's International Women's Day of $608.71. So our expenses, I cut off the edge. So I but our expenses were $377.76, and our deposits were $972.71. But I cut it. Oh, sorry about this. So we had a beginning balance of $3,685.88. We had a closing balance of $4,280.83. Any questions? There's a lot of busy stuff going on there. Motion to approve the treasurer's report? All in favor? Say aye. Okay, motion approved. All right, we are going to move on to old business. We the vacuum for the great room has arrived and I've seen it used multiple times, so it's working fine. And that did not come out of our funds, that came out of the general. Bingo donations. Sue Lenz took the items over, 91 pounds, plus 3 cash donations for the open door. Let's go on to Memorial Picnic on May 25th. And I want to give Lorraine and Skip a big thank you. And Lorraine, would you like to add anything? Grab a microphone.
It was just fabulous, fabulous with all the help that I got, and and that's what made it really nice. So, and people brought fantastic food. Just a few minor tragedies like a broken tooth. But no, I won't. Anyway, but and Skip, he did cooked the brats and he cooked the hot dogs and then he had to go up to his room because he had a procedure the next day. So, but it worked so well and everybody helped and we had 2 whole almost tables of dessert and just everybody was saying how much fun they had. So it's a continuation. Oh, and they enjoyed being outside. Every table was filled. So
Yeah, that's
really
pretty
nice.
awesome. We're seeing more usage of the patios, so
Well,
that's
because
good.
the weather's getting nice too,
Yeah.
so which is really
Yep, and we have more seating out there, so that's nice
Mhm.
too.
Thank
Right.
you.
Well, thank you so much. We all appreciate it. And I heard the same glowing comments about the food, about the organization, the helpers, the whole thing. So thank you so much.
Mhm. Thanks.
All right. On to June ice cream social Sundays, Mary Lee. Well, first of all, she passed out lovely brochure here and wanted everyone to take a look at it and see that it's got all the needed items on it. To my eye, it does. Does anyone see any corrections needed to the ice cream social banner flyer?
The
June
tab.
10th, Wednesday,
10th.
June 10th, 2 to 3:30 p.m. in the great room and or on the patio. And I really like that you added, please wear your name tag. That's good.
Well, we have new people here too.
Yes, we do. Okay. Any questions for us or any
We'll probably
discussion?
have a sign up for helpers. I'll make up a sheet for helping. Do we have one? Okay.
We already have 2 people who will scoop ice cream, and then we'll just put out the toppings, and between you and Lorena and I, we can handle that. Okay. Oh, we will need people to help clean up, and if everybody busses their own stuff, that really helps.
Then
This
maybe
is
put up a
coming up
sign
in a
for-
hurry, so I think we better notify people and get it up in the elevator, and otherwise,
And being that none of us see any changes needed, I think I'll keep my copy if you don't mind. Just for
It's probably not a bad idea though to put out a sign up sheet for cleanup help or setup. If you need setup help, you don't need setup, but you want cleanup help. So that wouldn't be a bad idea.
Marianne? It goes till 3:30, but there will be cleanup happening, I imagine. Any possibility to move?
Could you please use a microphone so we can hear?
Yeah. I'll let her summarize that.
Interior design has a meeting in here on June 10th at 3:30. So if you're having your ice cream social from 2 to 3:30, there's no time for cleanup. Somebody has to be here before that. So either that you move your um ice cream social up an hour, or uh, um, somehow or another interior design has to meet. So
How many is on that committee for interior design? Okay. Tom, can you give us some light on the when new members will be added to committees? Because right now she's only got 4 people, which probably could mean the meeting could get moved. Oh, true, for the recording.
You know, our board meeting is Friday, and I think Friday is when we will probably be notifying people, or at least taking the next step to make sure that the committees are filled out. So Friday at our board meeting, I'm sure we'll be taking some action on that.
Okay, is there a motion to move the timing to 1:30 to 3? Okay, all in favor, say aye. Aye. Mary Lee, you'll make the adjustments on the flyer? Okay, thank you for bringing that up, Marianne.
Anne,
Yes.
didn't you have it approved with when you um reserve the time for the great room?
Well, see, she's talking them starting, so I'm guessing your reservation was 3:30 because Sandy Thompson made the reservations for the ice cream socials, and there must not have been any overlap, or she would have reached out.
Okay.
So I'm guessing that they start at 3:30, but don't have the room reserved before that.
All right.
Good to know in the future, I suppose, but I would think that all committees should probably have time after the end of their meeting to clean up the room and such. So,
Hi, this is Sandy.
hi,
Can
Sandy.
you take the times you need again and I'll check the calendar?
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear that. Can someone else?
Can you tell me what time you changed to so I can verify the calendar?
Okay, could you repeat that again, Sandy?
What time did you change the meeting to on June
I didn't
10th?
change it. 1:30 to 3. You're asking about today's meeting? Oh, the ice
About
cream
the one,
social is 2 to 3:30. Oh, okay. 1:30 to 3. So that will allow Marianne to get the interior decorating meeting group in here at 3:30.
and what day?
June 10th. Now, Wednesday, June 10th, you had already put it in for us from 2 to 3:30. That needs to be adjusted to 1:30 to 3.
Okay, it's down for 1 to 3 already for Mary Lee, so we're good.
Okay, thank you. All right, everyone approved that. We go to from 1:30 to 3, so that change is already been approved by the group. All right. The next item on our agenda is the operetta scheduled for June 11th at 7 p.m. This does bring up a couple things because the item right below it is another Applewood group coming in and presenting, singing, and such. That group actually requested at least waters and possibly a snack. Um, from the yeah, from the social committee, I wanted to have a discussion on, do we add food to all these events? So I'd like to hear opinions on that. I was actually a little surprised that the group asked for snacks. The group that asked for snacks is the Applewood group from Maple Grove. I could lean towards snacks, thinking that maybe we'd want to mingle more with those folks because they are Applewood members elsewhere. So that was the only thing that crossed my mind, but I would like some open discussion on how you feel about having cookies every time we do anything like this.
Well, personally, I think it's unusual for a group to ask for that. So I just wanted to say that. And it's an uncomfortable place because what we will do then is politely decline because unless, I mean, we should take a vote. I don't know what other people think. I really appreciate that they want to mingle. That's a very social.
That was my assessment. That's not what they said they wanted to, but I thought maybe that was what they were.
Well, okay, so I'm thinking we could have some snacks that we have for them if they need that after their performance.
Were they just asking for snacks and drinks for themselves? Or snacks
It
and
wasn't 100% clear in it. That one came through Denny. Denny, you're over here. What would you say you need?
Not clear, but I thought it was almost on his part tongue in cheek. Snacks for themselves, but they want water. They want 6 armless chairs.
You need to be speaking into a microphone for the folks that are on the.
I don't think they were ever asking for snacks for all the attendees. I don't. That hasn't happened with Mike Hanrahan, uh, their leader. I thought it was almost a joke. You know, what snacks for them? You know, because they call this a 90-minute show. I don't think that's ever been brought out. So I don't even. So maybe they will need something just for themselves to keep going. You know, for 90 minutes. Um, so as of right now, there hasn't been a request for all the audience to have snacks.
Okay, and if I recall right, there is 6 members in that group.
6 members, 4 guitar player men and singers, and 2 women
So
singers
6 total.
total.
Okay, I already did pick up a 6-pack of water to make sure we had their water needs covered. So
Are we still talking about the apparatus or the
I
Maplewood
kind of
group?
pulled them together because it's my conversation that I want to have with this group as far as how do we decide when we do have treats, usually cookies,
Well,
and when we don't.
I knew that Denny was handling the Maplewood group too. I just wanted to mention that at the senior cooperative conference that we had on May 22nd, I happened to be sitting at a table with the Maplewood Applewood board members, and one of them is going to be in this group coming over, and they're really looking forward to performing for us here.
Is it really going to be 90 minutes long? And what time does it start?
I think that 2 in the afternoon.
What is it, 2?
Yeah, it's 2 p.m.
It's 2 p.m. and they said they wanted to be here at 1:15 for setup. I gave them my phone number so I can let them in.
how many people, how many cookies, how many bars
No.
let's, how
Say
many,
all of that into the microphone,
okay,
please.
how many cookies, how many bars, whatever we would serve would we need? Like, I mean, how many attend these types of
The
things?
attendance varies. Of course, we don't
Yeah.
require people to sign up or anything for something like
Yeah.
this. I would think we'd have to plan for probably 80.
How many?
80. So, any more discussion on before we take a vote on? And I don't even know if we should take a vote on.
Do we want to set a precedence? If we do it this time for a group, then we're going to have to do it every single time after.
I think since they requested it and they're coming to entertain us for nothing, couldn't we just give them have some cookies for everybody at that event and not set it as a precedent and just say, oh, I mean, this is what they want. And could we make cookies or buy cookies? And we can bring our own beverages like we generally do and just have water for them.
And maybe that is the answer, is that we assess each one of
Yeah.
these individually. And since the request came from them, good point, Joan. They are entertaining us for free. So I make a motion that we do provide cookies. I think that's one of the easiest things to do for this group um, on June 19th. I'm jumping around, unfortunately, because 6, 5, and 6 have the same kind of thing going with them. Do we or don't we? It is June 19th. I don't know without a calendar in front of me. Okay, so someone want to make a motion that we do provide cookies for the operetta group on June 19th for everybody attending on June 19th.
I think it would be nice if we just buy cookies. We've got the money and make it a little easier. So I move that we buy cookies for that event.
Do we have to say how much we'd spend?
I don't think with cookies.
And I
If we
second
were
it.
doing a meal, that's a whole nother ball game, but cookies I think are pretty in the same range. Okay, we've had a motion and a second. All approve, say aye. Aye. Okay. Any opposed? Okay, we're passing that motion that we are going to get cookies for the June 19th Applewood group from Maple Grove. Now I'm going to go backwards up and apologize for this. The operetta scheduled June 11th at 7 p.m. I was not planning to do cookies or beverage or anything for that one. Let's have a discussion on that if we're going to handle these onesie twosies kind of thing. That is a group of 6. They have asked for nothing from us. They receive a grant from our tax money, and part of that grant is they do need to perform for seniors. So we are actually helping them meet their grant requirements. So it's a little bit different than they're just coming here to just entertain us, although they will be entertaining us.
Do you know how long that lasts?
Um, I would say, I don't think they gave me an exact time, but they were the group that they're associated with the group that did International Women's Day, and that was just a little over an
Oh,
hour.
okay.
So I would assume it's about the same thing. And that one is 7 p.m. So that's not an afternoon, that's an evening one. So, just show a hand. Oh, Sandy,
Do we want to have water for
Yeah.
them?
we certainly can do that.
I think that might be to buy just a big um
Well, we can just buy water for them too. That's what I
Right.
did for the Applewood group. I just bought a 6-pack of bottles, made it easy. So we could do the same thing for them without the cookie plan or with the cookie plan. Anyone want to make a motion if we do with or without cookies?
Without cookies
Okay.
and just supply water, like you said,
Just
Sandy.
for them,
Yes,
not
for
for
them,
our
not
folk.
for us.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Joan has made a motion. Sandy seconded it. Yeah, all that approve say aye. Any opposed? Okay, that passes. All right. Thank you. That one's kind of been on my mind because I wasn't sure how to be handling those two deals. July 4th picnic. We needed a coordinator, and Peg and Myrna jumped on it. They couldn't be here today, so they sent me a letter. Dear social committee members, Myrna and I would like to volunteer to coordinate this year's 4th of July celebration, but we will be at a doctor's appointment at the time of your June meeting, so we are writing to ask you for support and involvement in this event. Since our country is celebrating its 250th birthdays this year, we would like to purchase special decorations that highlight that fact. And they've also asked to be able to include some other items of games and such to make it more than just a meal. So they are asking for a budget up to $200, and they're planning several activities throughout the day and a program at the dinner part. They've asked Lois to prepare a music program, plus we will have a short program prior to serving the meal. We donated patriotic cornhole bags that we can use for a small tournament on that day, where they're searching for other fun ideas and are open to all suggestions. It would be good to find something that the more sedentary people could participate in. We know that Betty and her husband committed to purchasing the brats, burgers, buns, chips, and ice cream treats on behalf of the social committee. We noticed at the Memorial Day celebration, we also need another ketchup and mustard. I don't know. I got a third plus a bottle of each of that back, and I was the one that brought it. So I'm guessing just to speed the line along. The vetters are willing to design the various sign up sheets we need, and we plan to print a short program and put it in everyone's cubby ahead of time so people know what the day events will be. And they are looking for games for people can play that without, having much issues with movement and that kind of stuff. And they also want to get napkins and plates with the 250th year on them and then prizes for the games. They plan to do all of this with a maximum of $200 from the social committee.
I think we should I will move that we give them $250 for what they're doing.
Okay, we need an approval? Motion to approve? Or second it? You can't, no. Okay, Joan seconds it. All in favor? Opposed? Okay. Well, they will be happy that that's been updated to $250. All right. Let me see here. National Night Out. That is August 4th. Mary Lee and Sandy are coordinators. Would you give us any update, or is there no update at this point yet? Okay, Sandy, would you like to fill that in? Use your mic, please.
August 4th, it's a Tuesday. We had a question. We had the magician last year, and we wanted to ask everybody, would they like to have the magician come back again this year? How many in favor? Yeah.
I would like to ask, what does a magician cost?
Yeah, you were. It was like
I don't want to vote until we
I think
know.
it was $100. No, I think it was 100. But oh, okay.
Sue Lenz is looking it up.
Okay. I'll continue on with the rest of the things. Um, Stephen Vetter will do the bubbles again. Janet will do the face painting again. Um, since we were having last year we did root beer floats, but we're having root beer floats in July because we switched our days around. Mary Lee and I did. So do we want to have root beer floats again, or do we want to have Sundays, just small Sundays? And then we'll have popcorn, and Lorene wants to bring her Jenga game. We'll have a doggy station. Did you talk to Peg and Myrna? Oh, they took care of it last year. We talked to Lois. She will do the music, and I have some of these bubble thing wands that I bought last year when they were on sale at the end of the season. And I think they're either 10 or 12, and we didn't have any more kids than that. So they could take them home with them when they're done. And so we'll decide on whether we're going to do ice cream. And and we have a popcorn machine, a real popcorn machine coming. So we will have really fresh popcorn that will smell all over the neighborhood. And maybe it'll attract a few more people. All right. I propose that we stay with the root beer floats because it's kind of a 2-in-1. You're hydrating people and they're getting a treat. So that's my thought. But anyone else make
No, I
counter
like that
that?
idea, but I was curious, are you gonna like call the fire department to come and the police or oh you have.
I've already talked to the person that organizes it for Eagan, and I have to get back to her because we couldn't register for it until tomorrow.
Thank you, Mary Lee. All righty. You already registered with the national people.
Yes, I have to register. I have to register. Tomorrow's the first day that anybody could register to get the twins tickets for a drawing.
You know, Eagan has a new fire chief, so it might be nice if we invited her to come
Okay.
and introduce herself at our little function.
Thanks, Tom. Good idea. I don't know if we needed to make a motion on the rip your floats. That's pretty small lead item, so just saw lots of nodding heads. So is anyone opposed to rip your floats twice in a month? Oh my gosh. Nope. Okay. All right, the magician was $150. We had about 10 kids here. Some adults were liking it too. So someone want to make a motion to hire the magician again?
I will make a motion to hire the magician again if he's not busy. And then, okay. I will make a motion to hire the magician for our National Night Out party.
Okay. All in favor? Opposed? All right. Moving on. Our July ice cream social, rip your floats. Sandy. That is on July 15th from 2 to 3:30. Sandy, can you check and see if that time is available? Are you there, Sandy? Sandy Thompson, are you still here?
Give me a sec.
Okay.
Say again what I'm looking for.
July 15th from 2 to 3:30 would be our serving time. So probably from 1:30 to 4. Or even 1 to 4. A Wednesday.
You have the room from 1 to 4 on the 15th.
Okay.
Perfect. Thank you.
All right. Okay. So I think that's it. We're gonna have root beer floats with root beer and ice cream.
And
just
do you
like
need
last
any
year.
helpers or are you good?
Oh, I already have Skip and John.
I knew John was in there
I,
somewhere.
I have John for several times scooping, and
He's
we'll
a good
have
scooper.
since we're doing root beer floats, I'll have to ask John if he will scoop for the root beer floats too.
Okay.
All right. Then you get to come. Okay.
Okay, it sounds like all of our items thus far are moving along well. Our August ice cream social, and that will be treats, and We Care is holding that. Anyone from We Care here? Pat, is that still a go? Okay. Do we need to check, have Sandy check if that's our Sandy Thompson, would you please check on August 13th, probably from 1:30 to 4 for ice cream social?
The 13th. We can schedule it. What time do we want?
Well, there's really not going to be much cleanup with this one. So do you want it?
The
But we
day is
can't really.
wide open right now, so.
Okay, go 1:30 to 4. Let's be safe.
Okay.
Thanks much. Okay. Peg Labor requested 2 pigs be purchased for Not Your Grandma's bingo. I had encouraged us to sit on that until we see how it went. There were quite a few. The pigs were kind of loud, so I didn't think we needed more, but that's my opinion. Let's have a conversation. I think they were $20.
Okay, I just speaking personally here, just my opinion. We didn't use them that much, and there was plenty of pigs to go around, I think. And we had a full house on that event, so I don't ever want to say no to Myrna and Peg about anything. I would like to just make that note, but you know,
I,
but anyways, that's just my opinion.
I have that same opinion that we had enough pigs there.
I
You
concur.
didn't go to it. It was very much
You were
fun. It was very, very much fun. And they're going to shorten the time this next time, I guess. I will not be here.
And shortening the number of games because
Oh,
that
okay,
was a
'cause it
little
was
too
so
long
long.
for our folks.
I was a grand winner. Oh, I'm sorry, going to be sorry to miss it. But okay.
When do they meet?
No, no,
No,
no, no. It's
It's only the second time.
it's only random because it is a lot of setup. Yep. And thus far, this will be the second one, and they're going to see how that goes. So it's kind of so it sounds like we do not need to have anything done about the pigs. We will deny that request at this time. All right. October 24th, craft, wood shop, and social club committee bake sale. And Peg is wanting to jump in there from the social committee view. So that's just something we need to keep on our radar that to keep that day open. So mark it on your calendars. As usual, we will need a lot of people to help us pull that off with everything from continually filling the counter with baked goods, baking goods ahead of time, and all the cleanup and such that goes with it. So keep that on your calendar, and we'll be looking at more details as it gets closer. Anyone have any input that we should be thinking about for the social committee's part of the bake sale?
We're good at baking things.
We are, and I think I'll start peeking over at Hobby Lobby when they close out things to get maybe some cheaper bags or something like that for our products. Because we did find out that when we did them in pretty bags, we made a lot more money. So smaller portions and lots of pretty bags and such seem to work really well. All right, new business. We have a new board liaison, Tom Eagan. Welcome, Tom, and just give us a little one or two liner of your role.
Back home again because this is where I began.
You know,
Sorry to the Zoom audience. I feel like I'm being welcomed home because this is where I began when I was first a liaison, and the social committee was just breaking in, and enjoyed it so much for 2 years, and then left for 2 years, and here I am back. So I feel very welcome and warm in this environment right here. So thank you guys for welcoming me in.
we are pleased to have you back. Thank you very much. And we are going to be saying goodbye, just sort of, to Steve Stomach, who has been our liaison. We've appreciated all you've helped us with and the different questions you have fulfilled with answers. So thank you. All right. Yep. Thank you. I went from ice cream social to down the page here. All right. The pigs we decided the no with the pigs. All right. Revisiting the coffee drip catchers. Mary Katie had brought this to me about the big pots dripping like over the counter onto the floor, that kind of stuff, and worried about slipping and such. So she had been to a event at a church and saw these really cool coffee drip catchers that go under your big pots. Of course, that church probably purchased those 20 years ago. So they are not the same kinds, but there are such items. I asked around a bit when I brought it up before, and nobody here seemed to be real concerned about it. Is Sue? We only do it a couple times. We Care does it for the Veterans Day, I believe.
We just got a new coffee pot from the We Care people just bought it. So it shouldn't drip, right?
I think they worry that when the people put their cup under and the dribble it
Oh,
comes back when you're moving it before you
oh,
let the flipper go and that kind
oh,
of stuff.
I gotcha.
But to my knowledge, but I haven't been here all that long, I have not seen that to be a problem here. I'm seeing lots of heads that agree with what I'm saying. So we will table that at this point, and if it ever comes back again, we will not be revisiting unless it comes up as a request again. All right. Number 13, revisit in August. Floor is short on food providers, so we are not revisiting that this time. There is a shortage of cooks for the first floor, and several people have jumped on. I see that to
Yes,
support
they have.
the
I
first
saw
floor.
that too.
Yep. So right now we're going to keep doing that, just being open to when we need help if certain floors are short on folks bringing goods. All right, number 14, booyah. Um, Laureen?
Yes, I would like to address that. Since we did the Memorial Day picnic and I'm helping with the ice cream socials and the National Night Out, I will be making booyah in my home for the potluck in October. Um, because I just thought to make booyah for this whole place and have it just be booyah. I will do like Mary Lee does when she makes her soup and hand out some soup. Okay? Is that okay?
Perfect. So what Lorena is changing is the booyah is now part of the potluck October 2nd. It is not its own item.
Item. Yes. Thank
Okay.
you. Do we need to have it approved? No.
I don't think so. It's part of the October,
Oh.
right, so we will not bring it up again here, it'll just be, that is what Lorene is going to be bringing for her piece of the, and just like Mary Lee brings her wonderful soups too, and we look forward to the booyah soup. All right, and being that I skipped around, we are now done. Is there anything else that someone wants to bring up? Okay, I make a motion to adjourn the meeting. All those in favor, say aye. Opposed? Okay. We are done.